Hello there, Purple Banditos. Welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Ash Gray version. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we arrived here in the Orange Islands, and thanks to all of your suggestions and all your comments, we are actually going to be playing through this part of the game. So make sure you give this video a like so we can continue on going here in this mysterious place.
Hi, what are you doing here? Who are you? You want the professor? She's in the bay, working with the Pokemon. We'll take you to her right now.
If you guys remember, Professor Oak actually told us that we needed to come here and talk to Professor Ivy and obtain some mysterious Pokeball from her. So that is actually what we're going to do. We're in the search for her. We're going to try and see what is all going on with this magical ball. And, okay, run, girls. There's a Gyarados.
Very good, Gyarados. I think you're looking better and stronger every single day.
Okay, so I guess she rides on the Gyarados. Strange looking lady, but hey, I like the purple hair. I'm kind of digging it. You know, I think it looks quite good on you, Professor Ivy. Oh, the Pokeball's in the lab? All right, I guess we're going to head inside of there and take care of a couple things around here. I'm actually really looking forward to the Orange Islands. It's a really cool area, and I'm just, you know, really excited to see what exactly all the challenges are going to be here and how close it's going to be to the anime. So she's telling us about the GS ball. I could probably go in more detail on the GS ball later on. It actually didn't turn out to be as, you know, popular of an item or as mysterious and as in debt and as mysterious and all these sort of things as they made it out to be in the anime because of certain reasons. But other than that, we have obtained the GS ball from Professor Ivy, and that's pretty cool. That's all we came here for, and it looks like Brock is over here too. I've decided to stay here on Valencia Island to conduct research with Professor Ivy. This ship needs a captain. Cleaning to be done, food to be made. It's just like home. Well, Brock, I think you're not the captain of the ship if you're doing all of that. With this, guys, we're going to say bye to Professor Ivy, and it is time to make our way here to the Orange League and the archipelago and all these crazy islands. But what the heck's going on? We have your return trip already. Hurry up and board the blimp. Okay, well, they seem to be a little feisty to be rushing us off. So today, guys, I've been thinking a lot lately, you know, thinking about life, thinking about things you need to do, and, you know, just like Ash over here, going on random adventures, taking trips, I feel like it's something we could all do. You know, I feel like it's something that we could just get up, pack up our stuff, and leave any time we wanted. But before, what the heck's Team Rocket doing here? I feel like they're over here. Oh, they're still on the ship? Didn't it blast off? Didn't they go flying off or something? How the heck did they get back to this place? Somehow these guys have all these mysterious ways of getting back on the ship and leaving them. But for some reason, it looks like Jigglypuff has arrived to our rescue. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Thanks, Jigglypuff. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling a little drowsy, guys. I feel like she's putting us to sleep. And we're getting pretty drowsy. We fell asleep. That is very cool. I guess, you know, we're all just going to end up. Yep, the blimp is traveling through the sky without a pilot. We are going to end up crashing. If you've ever watched Lost, that's pretty much what's going on here.
It looks like we crashed on a deserted island. What if we have to eat bugs and berries to survive?
Well, I don't know about you, but I will eat Pikachu, I will eat Charmander, I will eat Squirtle, I will eat any of the Pokemon needed in order to survive. I'm just kidding. But if you guys watch some of the Pokemon anime, there's actually an episode where I believe they are like cooking like Slowpoke tail or something of that sort. So, you know, I guess some Pokemon get eaten, others get used as, you know, battling Pokemon. It's a little bit strange here in the Pokemon world. I don't know. I mean, I could probably eat like a Magikarp, but I don't know if I could eat something stranger than that, like a Geodude. I bet that would taste pretty freaking crappy. But as I was saying, guys, you know, sometimes in life, you just gotta go for it and take a chance. What I've been thinking lately is that, you know, a lot of us hold back and we don't do the things we want to do. We don't say the things we want to do. And sometimes in life, you just gotta say screw it and go for it. You know, and if Ash can do it, why can't we? You know, if you want to say something, say it. If you want to do something, do it. What's the point of holding back, guys? And I think it's something that we're going to try to do here in, you know, the Orange Islands. I think we're going to take a shot. We're going to go for things, and we're going to try our best. And, you know, what happens, happens here. And if we end up winning, we end up winning. If we end up losing, well, so be it. I think you guys might know what happens in these islands, so it's going to be a good time. Look at this Lapras over here, though. He looks absolutely beat up. That is actually really, really sad. And these guys are bullying him. You know what? I don't like bullies. I think you should definitely always stand up to them, and I think that's a good mentality to have. So these guys are going to go ahead and battle us, and how about we just crush them straight into the ground to the point where they can't get back up, you know, because we dug them into the sand, guys. We didn't beat them up that bad. Maybe we did. Maybe we did. Maybe they'll have to go to the hospital. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and actually take these guys down. You know, I remember watching this in anime, and I was like, how can people be so cruel to Pokemon? And then you start thinking about it, and you're like, oh, I guess it's the same thing in real life. people are, some people treat animals wrong, and I guess the same thing would be happening in the Pokemon world. Some people would be treating Pokemon wrong. So I guess it's just something that happens everywhere. It's kind of a strange dynamic because you see these animals and Pokemon, and they're so nice, and and they're so innocent, and people still treat them wrong, and it's freaking messed up. At least here, in the game, we're having a shot to get back at them. If I was Pikachu or if I was Ash, I wouldn't be, battling the Pokemon. I would straight up just shock the trainers down. I don't know about you. I don't know if that's legal in the Pokemon world, but if I saw some of these bad guys doing these things, I would straight up just shock the dudes. All right, Pikachu, throw out a lighter Thunderbolt on this guy. Don't kill the dude. Just knock him out a little bit. Just mess with him. Kind of like a taser. Just taser the guy a little bit, Pikachu.
Hold it!
Oh, who's this guy?
This should only take a second. Let me see. Your guys' Pokemon aren't very healthy. You haven't been training them very well, have you?
All right, so I actually do know who this guy is. He's really, really cool, nice guy. He's going to be our next traveling companion like Misty and Brock.
We'd better get Lapras to the Pokemon Center.
And that is Tracy, who is straight out of the anime. So I guess they have been implementing him into this Orange League, which is cool. What's up, dude?
The nurse said the Lapras will be just fine. She put it out back in the pond. And you are? Pleased to meet you, Rodri. I'm Tracy. I'm a Pokemon watcher.
If you think about it, Pokemon watcher probably is the easiest job in all of the Pokemon regions. You have like Pokemon trainer, you have Pokemon breeder, you have Pokemon professor. Pokemon watcher, all you literally have to do is watch the Pokemon. The job title says it all. If I could be a Pokemon watcher for a living, that's what I would do. I would literally just sit there and watch Pokemon. I think Tracy sketches them once in a while, but I don't think it's anything crazy. I don't remember if he actually takes pictures too. I'm pretty sure that's Todd Snap, who is a Pokemon photographer. But the Pokemon watcher Tracy over here, all the dude does is he sees a Pokemon he likes and he just looks at it. Sounds like a fantastic job. I think we'd all be qualified for that one. All right, let's go ahead and jump in the water then and check how Lapras is doing over here. Oh, Lapras, why won't you trust me? Why? Oh, great, guys. We are going to have to go ahead and battle these guys. Well, that was actually pretty easy. So with that, Team Rocket, are you going to go blasting off again? Or are you actually going to go blasting off again? They are blasting off again. Who would have thought? Just a guess. Maybe just a little surprise with that. We have received the Lost Lapras. We are not going to be giving it a nickname, but it has been added to our team, which is really, really cool. Now, another thing you might notice is that our Pokemon are trained up a little bit. Everyone's pretty much 60. Pikachu's 61 and Krabby is 30. It looks like Lapras is only level 30, but no Surf, so that will actually be a benefit for us. That's something that I could tolerate, something I can deal with. The moves are Body Slam, Ice Beam, Confuse Ray, and Surf, which are pretty solid moves. I will probably be training the Lapras off screen, or whatever you guys suggest. So let's see what Tracy has to say.
So you're leaving to challenge Orange League, huh, Rodri? The nearest gym is on Mikan Island. That's north of here. I'm sure Lapras will be able to get you there without any trouble at all. I might see you there.
Thanks, Tracy. I don't know how you're getting there. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to catch a ride alongside us, but you know what? It's Pokemon. Somehow these guys magically travel from the land to the blimp without another blimp. I don't know how the heck they're doing it. They're probably like teleporting throughout this place without us knowing. Regardless, we're going to continue on to Mikan Island, and this is where we're going to have our first gym battle of sorts. I think it's going to be a little bit different than, the Pokemon League originally was. I think the Orange League is a little bit different. There are going to be a couple, twists here and there, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. It makes the game a little more exciting, and it really breaks the norm of what a normal Pokemon game is. I like when there's, little dumb challenges or something silly that, wasn't in a regular game. So we're here at Mikan Island Pokemon Gym. It's leader Sissy, the intrepid water trainer. And, is this Sissy right here? Haha,
I got you. You never saw me hiding.
What the fudge? Wait, is this the gym leader? Okay, no, this is just one of the random trainers. I was about to say, if the gym leader's a kid, once again with my argument of how are these little kids getting Pokemon? This kid is probably 5 years old. How in the fudge is he getting a level 50 Kingler? Mother fudger, a level 50 Kingler? That's actually really freaking strong. Oh my goodness. I don't know how the heck these little kids are better trainers than Ash. Somehow they're doing it. Somehow they're magically training their Pokemon great. I don't know. Whatever school these kids are going to, sign me up because they're kicking some butt at this young age. All right, I think he said something about his bigger sister, his older sister.
Are you starting trouble again? You're supposed to be inside cleaning your room. Oh, so you came to challenge the gym leader, huh? Well, my name is Sissy. I am the Mikan Gym Leader, and I accept your challenge. Follow me into the gym.
Okay, guys, so this is Sissy. This is the gym leader. This is the person we're going to go ahead and battle. And it looks like it is a water-type gym, which doesn't worry me too much. I think we should be able to take her on with Pikachu.
Since you're such a squirt, how about we use water Pokemon?
Okay, wait. Oh, mother fudge.
And you better be quiet because you're an even little squirt. In the Orange League, we have special competitions. But to qualify, you have to show me how well you train one of your water Pokemon.
Okay, guys, so it's a one-on-one match, water Pokemon only. So, you know, we could use our Lapras, but Lapras is very under-leveled. So it looks like we're going to have to use Squirtle. But, you know, Squirtle's really awesome. Squirtle's one of our strongest Pokemon. So I think we'll actually do really, really good here.
In my gym, the Pokemon compete like athletes do, head-to-head, one-on-one. Let's see if your water type can best mine. Let's go!
All right, guys, here we go. Rodri versus Sissy. Mikan Island's gym leader, the first gym leader here in the Orange League. So let's go ahead and take on her Seadra then. At least we're a little stronger than the Seadra. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Skull Bash. I think the Skull Bash is going to be our strongest move here. You know, it raises our defense, so we should be, you know, doing pretty good. At least it's not going to be any more like the Indigo League battles, the Indigo Plateau battles, where we can't use, you know, health or revives and stuff like that. At least we're able to use that again, so that's a very big pro. I'm not saying that I will or that I will need them. You know, if it comes down to it, I will. But for now, I think we're going to do pretty good. So let's go for the bite. That is doing quite a bit of damage, which leaves me pretty confident going up against this gym leader. I'm feeling pretty good going into the Orange League. I think our Pokemon are going to be able to do it. You know, one of the questions I've been wondering, though, is when exactly does Charizard start listening to us? If you guys know when he does, because I'm not really sure about it, make sure to leave me a comment and tell me. You know, I read all the comments and I reply to as many as I can. So, you know, your tips are always great and I really, really appreciate them, guys. It helps me so much to play through the game, especially, you know, having your experience going on with it or just listening to your jokes or you pretty much making fun of me because I'm an amazing Pokemon trainer. As, you know, I'm an amazing Pokemon trainer. Not at all. All right, we defeated leader Sissy. We received 5,000 for winning. I'd say I'm an experienced Pokemon trainer.
Now you've proven that you're my equal in training water Pokemon. We can move on to the final challenge, a Pokemon wave ride.
What the fudge?
Meet at the northern part of the beach and be sure to bring a Pokemon that knows surf.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we're going on a surf ride? We're going on a ship, a big rocket ship. I guess we're going to be going for a ride. I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit like the Ponyta race we previously had near the Safari Zone. Hey, Nurse Joy, how about you heal up my Pokemon? Oh, aren't you the sweetest? Hey, Nurse Joy, how about after this? You know, I think I'm going to get myself a little badge. We go for a little ride on the back of Lapras. You would get motion sickness. That is lovely. That is just a good time. How about just a little coffee shop? Nope, nothing. That is, man, woo. All right, let's withdraw the rest of our Pokemon then. And we will continue on to go wave riding, which sounds really exciting. I enjoy these little parts, you know, like I said, these little plot twists in the game are what make it that much more fun. This hack has been going really great so far, and I've just been having a blast with it. Honestly, one of my favorite Pokemon games I've played so far, just because of all the crazy stuff that's been added to it.
You don't stand a chance against my sister.
Yeah, okay, wait till I beat her.
Are you sure you're up for a Pokemon wave ride? Both of us will ride a Pokemon that knows surf through the obstacle course. The one that makes it through the course the fastest is the winner.
Okay, so I think we might be racing against her. She seems to have a blast. Why the fudge would you not use a Blastoise against me? Seriously, you have a Blastoise? And you're not gonna freaking use it against a Squirtle? What the fudge is wrong with this trainer? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to her.
So, Rodri, you ready to begin?
Yeah.
I'll go first, and you can see if you can beat my time.
Oh, okay, so she gets to go first. I guess it's not going to show us the track. I actually can't move right now, so it's just going to be one of those that's a little bit locked in. But you know what? Regardless, how difficult can this truly be? How much of a challenge and a puzzle?
Okay, Rodri, it's your turn to do your best.
All right, we're going to go ahead and jump right in then. Repel. Okay, I should probably use another one. Which way did this girl go? I think it was a quick little twist. It only took her... Oh, mother fudger. It's like a maze. What the heck? It only took her like 10 seconds. All right, this is not possible. This is rigged. She took a freaking shortcut, because if you saw her, it was literally like a 10-second loop. Oh, what the fudge? When does do we have a timer? How do I know when the time's gonna run out? Okay, I'm gonna keep going up here. This is looking good. This is looking a little bit promising. I hit another dead end. I suck at mazes. Don't call me the maze runner. I am the maze walker. That's what I like to call myself, the maze walker, because there's no way I'm gonna be running at another. Oh my goodness. I need to stop going with my instinct here. My instinct's proving me wrong. I keep going down the wrong path. Oh, what the fudge? That was like 4 in a row. I am terrible at this racing thing. I am honestly horrible. This looks pretty... All right, we couldn't beat Sissy's time on the wave running course. That is kind of sucky, guys. That is kind of sucky. What I'm going to do is actually just go through the course, try to beat it myself. Hopefully, I do it fast, and I will just come back with you guys in a few seconds. There we have it, guys. We beat Sissy's time. So awesome. Good job to us. It only took a few Mother Fudger, this is the same exact spot. Every time a freaking tentacle pops up. I get it. You guys just want to say hi. You're just friendly creatures. But can you let me go and, you know, get my badge?
I can't believe it. You actually beat me. I'm impressed. This is the Coral Eye badge of the Mikan Gym.
So with that, guys, we have obtained the first out of 4, maybe 8 badges here in the Orange League. We have a bunch to go, probably.
I'm sure you'll do well in the Orange League.
Thanks. All right, so with that, we have defeated Sissy. And if it's another tentacle, all right. I know you guys are friendly. I know you're popping up to say hi. I appreciate it. Hi, how's it going? We're not going to KO you this time. With that, guys, we have obtained our first badge. I believe there's 4. I really did think there were 8 in the anime, but I'm not too sure. If you guys have any tips on what's coming up, let me know. Make sure to give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.